Tonight's game, it'll count towards the NBA Cup. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. They've got Big Daddy, also Johnson out there. And it's Abdul Rahman at the center, locking down the middle. Knox out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's the kid. And it's Wade in at the 3. And it's going to be Louisville off the tip. Here's Simpson. Johnson in the corner. Puts up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the kid. Pass to Knox. Cunningham on the wing. Buries it from three-point range.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
On the wing, Johnson. Here's Simpson. He had 25 points last game. A prodigy, no good. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Louisville.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And hopefully this one sets the tone for what we're going to see in the other 3 games against these teams. They'll both be sort of measuring each other out here in the first quarter.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Here's Knox. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that one.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. For Louisville, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Louisville, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to the kid. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Johnson gets the bucket. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Keeling, coming off 31 points last game. Here's Knox. Just 5 to shoot. The kid gets the bucket. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Louisville trails by 3. Simpson, the pass to Johnson. There's the pick. The tray. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Blackman. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Simpson. Launches it. Rebound by the kid. Gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Here's Keeling. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. For Louisville, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Johnson surveying the floor. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 8.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Keeling. Still yet to score. To halt the run. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
On the latest CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others. And teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one. One thing to have luxury tax is a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly, CBA, being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Now here's Johnson. He had 15 points last out. Louisville, no good that time either.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
House contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Louisville.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restricted position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Louisville making a change here. To stop the run, driving inside. The shot by House is no good. Gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's the Kid. And easy 2 points on the layup. The Kid's got 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Being at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They're sticking to the campaign. Pass to Keeling. Cunningham for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Louisville trails by 5. Here's Simpson. And here's Doherty. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game play rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Catching up on the changes for Louisville. Johnson, he's checked in for Leslie. And the Prophet subbed in for Big Daddy. Clock at 4. The Kid gets the bucket. He's got 14.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Doherty outside. Pass to House. Back to Doherty. Rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
On the wing, Johnson. 10 points for him. Pass to Doherty. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's the Kid. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Augustine passes to Johnson. Augustine a screen on Cunningham. Johnson wide open. He fires. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Three-pointer. That shot is off. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for Louisville, Profit is out there with Johnson. Then there's Doherty, and there's House.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys involved.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Bounce pass from Augustine. Here's Johnson. A second chance effort. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Aldridge.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Got a piece of it. And Doherty kicks to House. Back to Doherty. It's deflected. Here's Higgins. Still without a basket. Pass to Miles. Outside Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Reserve passes to Alexander. Outside Aldridge. Fires the 3. Alexander, no luck. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Louisville. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 13 points for Johnson. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Jackson, he's checked in for Louisville. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Crosses over. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 5.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Pass to Red Hot. Aldridge left side to the paint. There's Red Hot. He has yet to score. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Louisville trails by 7. Here is House. Back to Augustine. Just his first attempt. Good on the shot. Augustine's got his first basket. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. All right, Johns, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. Cunningham, he's checked in for Higgins.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Cunningham passes to Alexander. The layup off target.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Great look there, but off target. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Cunningham. Outside for Miles. Outside Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Alexander. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here is House. Johnson outside. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got 18 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to House. Alexander grabs the board. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now Johnson. He's got 18. Pass to House. Miles against Augustine. Louisville needs to get off a shot. Count that bucket. The Prodigy's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So it's Augustine who will bring it up for Louisville. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. It'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Pass to Johnson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Cunningham finds Aldridge. Cunningham looking it over. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Augustine up top. Covered by Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Augustine's got his second basket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here is House. Johnson with it. Got a piece of it. And here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 8 points. In the corner, Miles with it. Aldridge kicks to Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Over Augustine. Alexander, no luck. Louisville trails by 4. 1:46 left in the first half. Pass to House. Over Aldridge. Here's the prodigy. Johnson from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Timeout,
Johnson's. Got 24.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's the kid. The kick out to Cunningham. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Let me look at your phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he said.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
Here's the kid. 16 points for him. Pass to Knox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Knox has got 6.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Simpson. With 1 on the clock, and that one good. 6 points for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by a point. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
A few things for them to focus on: more presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And there's more NBA action in store for us tonight. Here are the games tipping off later. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Wade out there with Big Daddy. Then it's the kid. Then there's Champ. And it's Cunningham in at the 2. And for Louisville, we've got Abdul Rahman. Big Daddy is out there with Johnson. And it's Blackman in at the 4 shot.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now here's Johnson. Blackman, the pass to Johnson. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got 26.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Simpson. 6 points for him. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Simpson's got 8. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Keeling. He has 5. Great open look there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Simpson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
For Louisville, they've shot 6 of 7 at the line. No good on that one.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Wade for 3. Simpson with the rebound. Louisville trails by 3. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Inside. There's the steal. Cunningham outside.
Simpson. Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. Number 17.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Louisville with it. Johnson outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Being at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Keeling. He's got 7. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Blackman. Louisville, no good that time either. Blackman's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Out to Wade. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Keeling. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Keeling's got 9.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Pass to Blackman. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got 7 rebounds in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The kick out to Cunningham. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Simpson. Covered by Cunningham. Simpson, no good. gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Knocks the pass to Keeling. It's good from long range. Keeling's got 10 points here in the second half.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Simpson, the pass to Black. Looking to end the run. Got a hand on it.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Here's the kid. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. The layup missed. Here's Blackman. Pass to Simpson. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Louisville, no good that time either.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
They set the pick. Here's the kid. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Making a change here. Gordy's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Simpson. He's got 9. Doherty outside. Johnson against Aldridge. Can they get it? Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And that's now 28 points for Johnson. Gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Out to the right wing. Aldridge against Johnson. Aldridge dishes to Miles. Pass to Higgins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Miles. Here's the triple. Doherty grabs the board. Louisville trails by 12. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Louisville, they've gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And so he hits both. Well, 50% from the floor. Here's Higgins. Pass to Alexander to the left wing. Aldridge can't get it to go. And for Louisville, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Simpson, the pass to Doherty. Johnson for three. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Louisville. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Here's Higgins. Right wing. Here's Keeling. To the wing on the left. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Doherty outside. Here is House. Scoreless thus far. And good that time.
Jason House.
Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Keeling. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Simpson. He's got 9. No coverage that time. Simpson's got 6 here in this quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Alexander. Out to the wing. Here's Aldridge. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Aldridge has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Here's Simpson. Keeling with the rebound. Keeling's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Simpson down low. Doherty. And again, it's Louisville converting.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Higgins. Pass to Keeling. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Here's Simpson. Louisville passing it around. There's 53 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Keeling with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. And that's unfortunate. And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Doherty outside. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Red Hot. 51% from the field. They'll take that. Over to the left wing. Pass to Higgins. Here's Keeling. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They're up by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Alexander. Aldridge is out there with Higgins. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Mercer in at the 5. Back to Johnson. And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Louisville.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Higgins passes to Keeling. From the high post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Johnson outside. Keeling with the rebound. Keeling's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Into the lane. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Three-pointer Augustine. No good that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Keeling. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Augustine. Johnson outside. Here is House. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And they pick up 2.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Here's Higgins, running by Augustine. Higgins' shot is off. Here's Augustine, bringing it up now for Louisville. They trail by 9 points, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Higgins. Here's Alexander. Outside Aldridge. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Johnson with it. Here's Augustine. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Louisville trails by 5. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here is House. Outside Jackson. Keeling with the rebound. Keeling's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Jackson kicks to House. Back to Jackson. Over Alexander. Misses off the right iron. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Louisville trails by 7. And that one's good. House has got his first 2 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Keeling. Here's Alexander. Higgins passes to Alexander. Here's Keeling. Off target from outside. For Louisville, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
being a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's the kid. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
At the line for your home team, number 17. One shot.
And so it's Louisville with it. It's a 5-point game. Back to Johnson. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Simpson. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's the kid. Fires from way outside. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Simpson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The fadeaway. Keeling with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Wade passes to Keeling. Cunningham outside, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Pass to Simpson. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's the kid, and he drives in, goes up and lays it nice and easy. The kid's got 15 points in just the second half. Louisville trails by 7. Pass to Blackman. Here's Simpson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team, Simpson. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here's the kid. Here's Knox. Misses the 3. For Louisville, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Wade on the wing, front past the arc, and the 3-ball is good. Wade's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Simpson, that's tipped out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's the kid driving the lane, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Personal foul, second team foul.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. For Louisville, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Shooting for Louisville. Simpson at the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. He hits both from the stripe.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to Keeling. Here's the kid. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. The kid's got 36.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Here's Simpson. With the drive. Misses in close. Doing it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kid. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. The kid's got 38 points. Louisville trails by 11. Here's Simpson. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Louisville, no good that time either. Here's the kid. Teardrop shot. The shot, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 40 points. Tipped away. Pass to Blackman. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that one. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the kid.
Oh, no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone, long. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose the song. Oh, no, no, no. Freedom is the road. Oh, no, no, no. Coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will